Not many questions after 3 p.m. Let's get back to session. So heaps are kind of a data structure. Just like, so data structure is something that is a concept we use to store data in a specified order, so that this order will help us retrieve data from this given order. Heaps are one kind of putting the data in some order and relating uh, between the neighbors in the data that are there. So we'll get into details of what a heap is. So that advantages of heaps are, you can insert a new object into a heap. For an array, inserting a new object is typically order of 1. Just go to the index and they put the value there. The case is different for heap. The order of insertion is about log n. We'll see why it's log n and how did we come up with log n. And removing an object is so extracting the object is essentially order of 1, but restructuring the heap again after we remove the first element or the min element is about again order of log n. And every time we remove an element or insert an element, the heapify algorithm runs, and this heapify algorithm is what takes the order of runtime to log n, order of log n. The heap has a specific property called the heap property. Fundamentally, what this heap property says is every parent of the given tree node has element smaller than its children. For example, let's say we have 4 here, and 4 has children 6 and 4 as shown in the figure. The parent 4 is smaller than the child's as shown in this element. So this is called a heap property. As and when we remove any element from the heap, or we insert any element to the heap, we make sure that this heap property is conserved, and we run the heapify algorithm on all the new inserts or the removes that are made, and so that the structure of the heap is maintained back again. So we add new elements at the end of the tree if the tree is already full to the left end of the new to the leftmost end of the array, and we delete typically from the top. This is generally applicable for a min heap. Let's get into the implementation details. So a min heap is essentially implemented via an array. So for any particular given node, its children will be 2i and 2i plus 1. This array implementation is possible because we reimagine the heap in the form of a balanced tree. That's why for a given node at a given location, its children will be 2i and 2i plus 1. So for every new insert, we try to insert at the leftmost level of the last level that's possible. If there is no place in the last level, we start a new level. And after inserting, we check for the heap property is considered in the tree or not. So when the heap property to be considered, we either bubble up the elements or bubble down the elements, and to maintain the heap property. Similarly, for deleting a topmost node, both removing and inserting takes order of log n. The log n comes from the height of the tree. For a given n elements, the height of the tree is uh, log n to the base 2. So that's because for any given elements, number of nodes that are possible is in the order of log n. So the runtime of this given insertion or removing is about log n. That's how the doubling up results in the whole height of the tree, which is basically in the order of log n. That's about heaps. So I have covered most of the topics that we have discussed at the beginning of the meeting. We'll probably cover one last topic called greedy algorithms and close the session for the day. This will probably take another 10-15 minutes. So yeah, I'm just trying to set the expectations that are with the people around here. And yeah, let's get into the details. So greedy algorithms are a set of algorithms whose paradigm of solving the algorithm is basically to select the next best possible solution without keeping in mind the overall optimization of the solution. So you'll see what basically this statement is. So the idea is to take myopic decisions as in uh, uh, the selection of the inputs that is optimized for the results so far, without minding whether the overall solution will also be the best or not. So this is a design paradigm, greedy design paradigm. We don't have to get into the details of the proofs or anything, something like that. Let's consider one problem. This problem is called scheduling application problem. What the problem basically says is there is only one shared resource and there are many jobs with some weightage and some times that the jobs take. And what is the best way of scheduling these particular jobs so that the resource is used in the optimized way while considering the weightage of each of the problems that is there. So let's say there are 3 jobs. First job takes about 1 unit of time, second job 2 units, third job 3 units. So assuming we have ordered one in the beginning, 2 after that, and 3 after that, the completion times of these jobs will be: the first one will complete after 1 unit of time. Second, the option C says the first one completes after 1 unit of time. Second one completes after 3 units of time. The third one completes after 6 units of time. So yeah, that's obvious, isn't it? But when there are weights also given into the picture, so idea we should be able to schedule them in such a way the weighted average sum is minimum. So let's say the first job has got weight 3, second job has got weight 2, and third job has got weight 1. So for the given scheduling, the weighted average is 3 into 1 unit of time, weightage 2 into 3 units of time, and weightage 1 into 6 units of time. That comes to around 15. The idea is to optimize this sum 15. Let's see how to go about it with the greedy algorithm. We want to minimize the sum of weight and the time that each object takes, time that each job takes. So imagine if there are equal lengths for all the jobs, equal time lengths of all the jobs. So will we schedule a larger and I mean longer application or a smaller application? Sorry, larger weight application or smaller weight applications. Imagine all the jobs are taking same unit of time. So it's obvious that we will order them in the form of their weightage. Now, if the weightages are same, then we will order them in the form of uh, decreasing or increasing order of their times. So this is pretty intuitive. So the ordering of these two depends on somewhat to do with the weight of each of the job and time that each of the job takes. So with intuition, it's needless to say the order is somewhat inversely proportional to either wij, I mean somewhat in terms of w weight by length or weight minus length. This small math says if we consider the approach of weight minus length, it takes about 23 units. But if we take the approach of weight by length and order them, it takes about 22 units. So this greedy algorithm chooses uh, weight over length, and this is just by we generally go for this kind of algorithms by intuition. There is no proofs for this kind of greedy algorithms, but one other famous greedy algorithms is the Kruskal's minimum spanning tree, uh, which we'll briefly discuss in the coming slides. Sorry, we'll be discussing Prim's minimum spanning tree. So what is a minimum spanning tree? So a minimum spanning tree is the set of all the edges so that all the nodes are visited with the least amount of distance as possible. That's called a minimum spanning tree. And the approach we take will be like the algorithm says, the Prim's algorithm is a greedy algorithm. We choose the smallest edge that is there, edge 1, and we kind of imagine that the nodes to the two ends of edge 1 are clubbed into one single node, and now the algorithm repeats. So after we choose the edge 1, the two nodes are kind of clubbed, so we'll be left with 3 more edges going out from the node 1 and 2 combined, and we take the next best, which is number 2. After that, we take number 4 because there's only one node left after we match 1, 2, and 3. So this is Prim's minimum spanning tree algorithm. We won't be discussing correctness of Prim's minimum spanning tree algorithm. That's outside the scope of this lecture. So yeah, we are about 2 hours 15 minutes from the start of the session. I am kind of done with what I want to discuss. The agenda of this session is that to give introduction to minimum as many basic concepts of algorithms as possible. This should be kind of a Kickstarter for you to take up some of the concepts that are there in the algorithms, some topics that are there in algorithms, and probably start preparing for some of the questions that you can expect on this algorithms. So yeah, I'm kind of done. I'll see if there are any questions and probably stop here. One question asked, Prim's algorithm can be improvised using binary heap. I need to think about this. I'm not sure how to implement the binary heap and see this Prim's algorithm. Yeah, probably I'll reach out to Mr. Yashwant Chintaganjala and probably just have a discussion with him offline. That's it for now. Thank you, guys. Have a happy weekend.